Okay, volume. Okay, hello and welcome to my Maple Story newbie guide. This is my second newbie guide, and in the first newbie guide, I talked about the house buff and about some mounts and stuff, so you could go and watch that one for more information. So let's say that you just came back to the game, or you just started. The first thing you want to do is level up your character to level 60. You can either do that by the ongoing event called the burning effect. It will give you more levels per time you level up, and I would suggest you do wall bosses when you're about like level 30 or at least plus 18. There is a different places you can go to fight wall bosses. They look like on the map. They look like, let's see here. They look like some red monsters, red monster thingy on the map. There is actually none at the moment because people are actually killing them. But it's like, for example, in here, there's this. It will be kind of this mark, and it will also say when it spawns. And I'll maybe put a link in the description for when the wall bosses spawn. And that is basically it. And also there is also this. There's a trophy thingy that you can, or like you could put into your house. Legendary trophy, a hunter's trophy. Then you could put in your house, and they will give you a buff that increases experience. But if you're a new player, you probably don't have that unlocked. And yeah, so okay, I will start from the beginning. Say you have leveled up your character to level 60 and you're ready to raid, or you're ready to go into the new content. You have quested, you have finished all the quests, and yeah, and you even got your navigator's box, which is very, very important to get. It's a level 60 navigator's box. You get a elite adventuring gearbox. In that elite adventuring gearbox, you will get enough gear to have at least 9,000 gear score, which would look like something like this. Maybe not as a rune blade, but it will look something like this, right? And you equip that, and you will have 9,000 gear score. And then, after that, you will go into, you will want to go into one of these dungeons, the Song of Oracle or Guardian of the Seas. People most likely go into Guardian of Seas, but yeah, there's different loot in different one, and you can see. Oh wait, how I open this menu is well, I can't really show that because I think it's in the challenge map, and then you click there. There. No, wait. I think you click here. Yeah. Okay, got it. You click here. There is Chaos Raid, and then here is Dungeons. Okay, I have never used that before, so that's the first time for me. Okay, so yeah, you just click here, like I showed you in the video, and then you can see different things. Like, these are level 50 dungeons, you don't need to care about them when you're level 60. So we take these first, and as you can see in these dungeons, a hat, glove, or boots drop. So when you have to go into dungeons, and you will get like mystery boxes, you will open them up, you might not get your class, and if you don't get your class, you better just dismantle the epic gear that you get, and in the end you will get, when you get enough of those boxes, you will have enough boxes, like fragment boxes, to open up like this. It says you will get, when you dismantle, you will get 10 of these boxes, and you need 4 of these 10 boxes. So when you got 4 of those, you could make one for your class, and it will actually 100% make either either gloves, shoes, or hat for your class. So when you have dismantle 4 pieces, you will get at least one of these. And yeah, or you can also be lucky to actually have it drop the right class, and then you don't need to dismantle it. So say that you got your class hat, shoes, and stuff. What you want to do is you want to level up. I don't have the head anymore because I dismantled it, but you will have to level it up or enchant it to level 10. And to enchant it to level 10, you will need materials, which will be in the catalyst on your page, which will be chaos onyx and normal onyx and maybe some crystal fragments, which we can buy in the store. I don't know about crystal fragments, but you'd probably need them later on. Okay, so now you also I forget to mention is in the navigator box you will get a few accessories. You will get a few accessories that have some sockets unlocked. On my gear I have sockets unlocked because that is most of the important is accessories that deals a lot of damage. You will have to have good accessories to do a lot of damage, which yeah, that's just the way the game is. It's just not about the gear anymore. It's just very much about your accessories and gemstones. If you don't have gemstones, you won't do any damage. Let's say it's like that. So, in your gear that you will get from the awakening or the box, I mean, this level 60 box in the navigator, you will get something like this. You see this? It's an absolute earring with an empty socket unlocked. And with this socket, you will just need. Maybe you will have to watch a video about unlocking sockets on the gear, because I don't know if I can explain all of that. That's a lot of things to go through. But basically, you will want to put a socket in there when that's here, and you can just do equip and then equip any gems onto that socket. It will not cost anything to put anything in, but it will cost anything to put something out. So if I have this one and I want to remove that one, wait. Yeah, that should cost money. Yeah, it costs 10 crystal. So yeah. So moving on. To be strong in this game, you need an accuracy gem. You need at least one accuracy gem that is tier 10. So you need to upgrade. If not, I would suggest you start with 2 tier 5 gems. Try to upgrade 2 tier 5 accuracy gems to 5. No, tier 5. To have 2, so that you have at least a lot of accuracy, basically. The other thing you would want to do is have your at least 1 offense gem, maybe 2, because that's what everyone is running. And also the second one, the rest of the gemstones, when you have all your sockets unlocked, you will want to have your main stat, which is in my case strength. And the best way to actually find about people and know how strong people play and how to become strong is to check to go into rankings and to go into whatever let's see, yeah, Dark Descent, say that, and go to your class, which in my case will be Runeblade. I will just right click the person who is up there and I will see what kind of gear they are wearing. What are they wearing? Okay, they are wearing much strength gem, 1 accuracy gem, many strength gems. So this person here is a very, very well geared, and that's strong people. That's how you will know how to build. You can maybe see their gear. I don't think they have kind of random gear. Weapon is kind of nice to look at. Total damage bonus and physical piercing is really a cool one, I guess, or the good stats, I guess. There's another person here. Yep, they have the same thing on their weapon. You can see that that most people have the same weapon. Oh wait, this person doesn't have a good weapon. It has an intelligence. How about that one? But most people on the top will have a good weapon with the right stats on it. So maybe this person doesn't have it because they were just enchanting a random weapon. My main is a berserker, so I guess I will look at this person whatever this person has. What is this? I don't know what that is. Why are they wearing that? Physical piercing and damage to both enemies. Okay, so it seems that piercing is not so important anymore. It used to be very important, but because of the update and pink bean, I guess it's not so important anymore. But at least that's how you see that's how you become strong. You look at other people who are strong and then you copy them. That's at least what I think is good. So yeah, I don't know if there's other things I should tell about. Yes, I did go through a little bit about the dungeons. Yes, so let's say that you got you got your gear score, you got that hat, gloves, and your shoes to +10. Then I'm sure, and you will also maybe get some fragments of unique earrings and belt. After that, after equipping that and enchanting that to +10, these to +10 on these, and maybe having these, you will probably get gear score to go to these dungeons, where top and bottoms drop, and the top and bottom work the same way as all these gears as well. They come in boxes. You open them and you enchant them to +10, the ones that are for your class, of course, and then you move on. You just do the same thing. Then when you have enough gear score, which you will have when you have +10, then you go to Madrakan Ramparts and get yourself a weapon. You get weapon boxes. It might be not for your class. If it's not for your class, you dismantle that, and so on and so on. You need to do Madrakan Ramparts before you can do Madrakan Heart. People will run Madrakan Heart because they want the Lepen Shard, because this one is a good Lepen Shard. But there's different Lepen Shards. You just have to read what they do. For example, this one says Phantom slash has a chance to deal additional something damage. So it depends on what build you are using and everything, which dungeon you want to do. It's all different. You can read from the different weapon shards. Another clue to become strong is also to do chaos raids, and stuff. Get yourself a pet. An epic pet would be ideal, but yeah. But okay, so that was not something I should have said. But anyways, so after that, you have, say that you have 10,000 gear score, which you acquired. Then you will have to, well, you were wondering, oh, how am I getting it to get stronger now? Well, basically, you will run Madrakan Heart and Madrakan Ramparts to get your weapon, a lot of weapons, and try to enchant them, either with Peachy or with Ophelia. I would say, if you have bad RNG, use Peachy, and I had bad RNG, so I have to do Peachy because, yep, I'm not very lucky, am I? So, yeah, and you will have to get that weapon to +12, just as I have. I have a +12 weapon, and when you have +12 weapon, and you have maybe also a few other equipments that should make you have enough gear score to go into raids, you actually need to work yourself up there yourself and see what you need to get the gear score. Everyone's weak in the beginning, and yeah, it's a hassle. I can link in the description a calculator of what gear you have, and you can put in what gear you have, and it will give you what gear scores you will have. And yeah, personally, to just go into the raid, I bought a Pluto's belt, and I bought a Pluto's necklace just so I could go into the raid in the first raid. But that because yeah. So after that, you will go into the first raid, which is Frost Pillar Temple. In this raid, you will have this much gear score to enter. So actually, the hardest point in going in here is to get the gear score, which, well, you just have to work your way up there. I don't know how I can explain. I try to explain most of it. Yeah, this video is going to be messy, like usual. So yeah, basically you will get a set. You should pick the same set. If you pick Behemoth, take everything that Behemoth. If you take Enigma, take everything Enigma. And if you take the Darkvanger, take only that. So most people, they start with Behemoth. So we'll just start with Behemoth, and then you will, when you get this, all of that, it's the same with the dungeons. They come in boxes, or they come in boxes, and or they come as this gear. If it's not your gear, it will dismantle for boxes. So yeah, after getting these all, you equip them, enchant them at +10, and wear them. So, and in the end, I think you will get enough gear score to go to the next raid. And the next raid you need, this is even worse. This is a harder this is even harder to reach. But yeah, and then you will have to do the raid, and next you will have to do pink bean, and yeah, and so on and so forth. That is how you become strong, basically. I can't really go into much more details about it. It's out there. You probably can find you can all probably find stuff about it. I also see that some people are actually selling Hardfrost Pillar Temple Claire so that you could actually go into the first raid. I would suggest maybe not doing that, but it's a possibility if you don't have friends. I would probably not. I would never do it myself because, well, I'm strong. I I don't need to I don't need to pay. I have friends. The best way to get into raids, if you're very interested, is to find a raiding guild on your server. Yeah, and join them. I guess it's pretty hard finding them if you don't have connection. I can understand how hard it is to even find guilds. When I started, I probably didn't have any connections. It's just the way MapleStory is. If you don't have friends, then if you don't have connections or friends or know people or make friends, you are not so many. You're most likely not going anywhere, sadly, because a guild is everything in this. At least on this server where there are almost no people, and yeah, you can find the people, the best guilds and the rankings. Here are all the different guilds. So yeah, there's many different guilds in our server, in the European server. I know all about a lot of them. This is my guild. It's number 16 on the rankings. But yeah, there's a few guilds. They might be strong even if they are down in the bottom. It might be strong even if, yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's nice. There's I think even my guild, which is an alt guild, is somewhere. I don't really I have no clue where it is. It should be here. Maybe it's not anymore. But I used to have a guild. Oh, there it is, number 148. So yeah, but that one, don't look at that one. Just look at, you would on the first page is the best guild, but you might not get into the first set of guilds. Just make sure when you join a guild, join an active one that can help you. But and ask many questions. But if they don't ask, if you don't want to answer your questions because you're asking too many questions, maybe watch tons of videos about it, or go to this MapleStory Reddit, which you can find a lot of information about the game, or ask many questions. I will probably see if I can link information and stuff about that in this description. And this is my video. Thank you for watching, and I know it was not so good. I might redo it later, and yes, thank you for watching. See you.